You felt it, didn't you? That tiny sting in your chest when you look at someone who seems to glide through life while you grind your teeth and keep doing the right things. I'm not here to scold you. I'm here to hand you a switch you can flip. Because if life keeps slipping through your fingers, it's not because you're broken. It's because you're using the wrong rules. Let's start with a hard line. There are laws running your life that nobody bothered to teach you. Not because they're mysterious or mystical beyond reach, but because when you truly work with them, you stop chasing and you start commanding. Keep listening, and you'll feel something click inside you like your spine stands up on its own. That's your signal you're stepping out of the script that never fit you. First, we need to address the story you were given since birth. You were told that working harder means you win. That being good means you get chosen. That saying the right affirmations, smiling politely, and waiting your turn would eventually bring you everything you want. And yet, if you're honest, all that effort often left you exhausted while others, some less kind, less deserving, got the very things you prayed for. You started to think life is unfair. It is, but not in the way you think. Life follows frequency, not fairness. Right now, your inner state is broadcasting. You don't need to be a scientist to notice this. Walk into a room after a fight and you can feel the air. That's broadcast. Meet a person who is calm and assured and watch how conversations turn in their favor without them trying. That's broadcast. Check your own mornings. On the days your body holds worry like a tight fist, the world seems to throw pebbles at your window all day. On the days you wake with quiet certainty, it's like doors have motion sensors and open as you approach. Same city, same people, different station playing in you. So here's the promise of this series. We're going to break down 7 laws that are always on. Not sometimes. Not when the moon is in a certain sign. Always. And once you work with them, effort shifts from desperate pushing to clean. Decisive moves that actually land. If you're willing to try things instead of only thinking about them, you'll notice changes fast. Not because of hype, but because the laws were already running. Now they'll be running for you. Let's clear up one more thing before we begin. This is not about pretending you're happy when you're not. It's not about faking confidence or chanting phrases you don't believe. That's cosmetic. We're going deeper than varnish. This is about adjusting the electricity in the building, not repainting the lobby. Now breathe with me for 10 seconds. Not slow and floaty, steady and grounded. In through the nose. Hold. Out through the mouth. Once more. That's not just for calm. It's a short handshake with your nervous system to say, we're about to change the program. The first law is vibration. Everything moves. Even if it appears still, it's in motion at a level your eyes don't track. Your emotions are motion. Your thoughts have a pace. Your beliefs hum at a certain pitch. And the world you live in tends to match that pitch. Not because of magic tricks. Because your attention, your choices, your posture, your words, your micro actions all line up with the signal you're running inside. If your inner station is playing, I'm not safe. I'm not ready. Not yet. You will keep selecting doors that loop back to waiting rooms. If your inner station plays, I'm a builder, you will not even see certain traps. You will see tasks and tools. Here's a simple test, fast and honest. Think about money. Notice the first sensation in your body. Is it a small knot in the chest? A drop in your stomach? A soft warmth near the ribs? That first sensation is your current station. Think about love. Do your shoulders tense or your breath widen? Think about your future. Do you feel your face tighten or your jaw unclench? That's the station too. No shame. No scolding. Only data. Now we change it. Close your eyes for 20 seconds after I explain this. Pick one scene you actually want to live, not a postcard fantasy. Something concrete, a bank message saying credited, a kitchen table with someone you care about smiling at you from across steaming tea, an email saying approved, a hallway where you sign a lease for your studio or clinic or office, a quiet morning where your body feels light and your schedule is yours. Hold that scene and then pour into it the warm feeling you get when someone truly loves you, your child, your friend, your pet, your God. The warmth is the power source. That emotional current is what your system reads as safe. If you can wire safety to your desired scene, your system stops rejecting it. Do it now. 20 seconds. And breathe while you do. Open your eyes. That wasn't a miracle. It was an install. You just associated safety and warmth with a future that your body once labeled as unknown and therefore risky. The shift begins there, not in shouting bigger goals. The second law is reflection. Your world is a mirror for your dominant assumptions, not your conscious wish list, your baseline setting. If your baseline whispers, people leave, you'll find proof. If your baseline whispers, money arrives when I show up, you'll find proof. Mirrors don't judge. They reflect. That's why fighting the mirror, arguing with results, resenting others' wins, keeps the same picture. Changing the face in front of the mirror changes the reflection. Simple, yes. Easy? Not until you understand safety. Your nervous system is designed to keep you alive, not fulfilled. It chooses familiar over exciting every single time, unless you show it that the new path is not a threat. That's why repeating one line in a notebook rarely changes anything. But pairing a new belief with a felt sense of safety? That's wiring. The mirror responds to wiring. Let's do a quick rewire. Name one belief that quietly runs your days. Be specific. I always mess it up. Money comes but leaves. I'm lovable if I fix everyone's problems. Write it down right now. Look at the words. Then take a slow breath and say, "Thank you for trying to keep me safe." You aren't fighting the belief. You're acknowledging the bodyguard that learned a job long ago. Now choose a replacement sentence that is believable enough to hold today. Not a fantasy. A believable upgrade. I can complete things. Money can stay. I'm worthy when I'm simply present. Say it once out loud. Feel how your body reacts. If you feel resistance, don't push. Soften the statement until your body says, "Okay, we can live with that." That's the way in. The third law is resonance. When two things match, they start moving together. Strike one tuning fork and the other begins to hum. Your state works like that. If you carry a steady signal of "I choose projects that love me back," you begin to notice the places and people aligned with that line. You also start missing the bait that used to hook you. The world didn't change. Your station changed. The fork began to hum. If you've ever cleaned your room and felt your mind clear, you know this law. If you've ever taken a long walk and returned with a solution that wasn't there before, you know this law. They call it coincidence. I call it compatibility. You created a pocket where your desired outcome could finally sit. That's what we're doing on purpose now. Let me give you a rule of thumb. If your days are packed with draining tasks, you're not defective. You're tuned to a channel that keeps you busy instead of powerful. Shift the tuning and your calendar changes. How? 2 adjustments. First, remove one commitment this week that feeds an old identity you don't want. You don't need to torture life overnight. Drop one. Second, add one action that feeds the identity you are choosing. A phone call, a practice session, an application, a boundary. 1. This is not a motivational poster. This is cognitive physics. Space removed plus signal added equals matching outcomes. The fourth law is transmutation. Energy doesn't disappear. It changes form. Pain is a form. So is jealousy, anger, fear. The system taught you to hide those. That's why they keep leaking through. They are fuel with no engine. When you give them a job, they stop wrecking your day and start building your life. Let's be practical. Next time jealousy hits, don't deny it. Label it cleanly. I want that. There's no shame in wanting. Now, name one skill, one call, or one experiment that moves you toward your version of that outcome. Do it within 24 hours. Not because you're trying to punish yourself into action, but because jealousy was pointing the way. You turned a sting into a compass. Do that 10 times and your path looks different. Same with rejection. Feel it. Let it burn for 60 seconds. That discomfort is wattage. While it's hot, redirect it into a build. Write the outline, film the clip, improve the offer, upgrade the portfolio. Rejection then becomes fuel you can spend. Not because you like pain, because you learned how to route electricity. The fifth law is polarity. Opposites live on one line. Hot and cold aren't different universes. They're positions on a scale. Lack and wealth, loneliness and love, doubt and certainty, same scale. If you feel far from your goal, you're probably thinking in boxes instead of sliders. Stop asking, how do I teleport? Ask, what's one click toward the warm end? That click might be cleaning your finances for 30 minutes today. It might be answering emails with clarity instead of apology. It might be telling the truth to someone you've been softly lying to. One click moves the needle. 10 clicks move the room. If your mind screams, but I'm broke, remember the scale. The lowest end is not a curse, it's a position. The only way to stay there is to call it your identity. The way to leave is to start acting like a person one notch up, not 10 notches. 1. That's polarity in motion. The sixth law is correspondence, as within, so without. Your outside is your inside wearing a costume. When people hear that, they want to argue with it because it sounds like blame. It isn't. It's ownership. If my relationship keeps mirroring neglect, what pattern inside thinks attention must be earned through overgiving? If my business mirrors chaos, what setting inside is allergic to simple systems? If my bank account mirrors drought, what story inside still ties wealth to guilt or fear of abandonment? This is not moral judgment. It's a diagnostic. Here's an evening drill that changes your life without fireworks. Before bed, pick one area: money, love, body, work. Write a single sentence. What I see outside is my inside saying. Fill the blank without poetry. If you draw a blank, write, I'm not sure yet. And ask your mind to show you a clue tomorrow. It will. You'll overhear a sentence. You'll catch yourself repeating an old pattern. You'll notice a choice you usually make without thinking. That's the clue. Take it. Change one micro habit based on it. That's correspondence. Edit the inner sentence. Watch the outer scene adjust. The seventh law is sovereignty, the power of non-reaction. There's a market built on your triggers. Every time you snap back, explain yourself to someone who isn't listening, or let a random comment ruin your focus. You wire a story, other people control my day. That wiring steals wattage from your field. Silence is not a loss. It's a recalibration. When thrown a baited hook, you can smile, breathe, and keep your energy. That's not passive. That's martial arts. You move without wasting motion. Critics are not your audience. Haters are not your investors. Your attention is currency. Spend it where there is return. If you struggle with this, try a simple route. During the next provocation, inhale and imagine pulling your energy back from the argument and into your spine. Feel your feet. Keep your reply short, or none at all. Then go build. You will notice that the day suddenly has more fuel in it because you didn't pour it into a ditch. Let's pull these laws into your hands, not just your head. Do the 3-minute morning command tomorrow. First minute, see one scene you're building and breathe warmth into it. Second minute, choose one sentence you're living today short, grounded, believable. I finish what I start. I move money toward me. I'm kind and clear. Third minute, stand, shoulders open, and speak your sentence once. Then sit and pick your single needle moving action for the day. Not 5. 1. Then do it before noon. The rest of the day often arranges itself after you pay that bill to your future. Now let's go even deeper into the engine room. Most of your daily friction isn't out there. It's in the bodyguard inside you who thinks your old life equals safety. When you aim higher, that guard panics. You feel it as procrastination, sudden tiredness, or a wave of "who do I think I am?" Fighting the guard doesn't help. Hiring it for a new job does. Tell it, we're safe when we act in small, clean steps. Then give it proof. One call, one walk, one page, one invoice, one boundary. The guard learns, oh, this isn't a cliff. It's a stair. Once it learns, your effort stops feeling like a fist fight. This is nervous system literacy, not motivational shouting. There's another thief of your signal, pretending. Pretending you don't want what you want. Pretending you're fine with crumbs. Pretending you're not hurt. Pretending you're not jealous. Pretending is a static hiss on your field. The moment you name the truth, even quietly to yourself, the hiss drops. You don't have to post it online or confess to people who don't deserve your softness. Just be honest in your own journal, your own breath. Truth cleans the signal. Many ask, how do I keep the feeling? You don't keep a feeling forever. You revisit it. You practice it like an instrument. Think of athletes returning to form every day. Think of singers warming up before every show. Your signal is the same. It's a daily practice, not a one-time fireworks display. 3 minutes in the morning. A small reset at noon. A quiet audit at night. That's enough to change a year. Let's talk about hate and envy pointed at you. Most people fear it, hide from it, or waste hours trying to convince strangers to love them. That's expensive. You don't have to drink their poison, but you can use the current. When someone obsesses over you, even negatively, they're pointing a beam of attention at your field. Attention is energy. You can convert it. Not by arguing, by building while they watch. Their glare turns into wattage the moment you move. This is not proving them wrong. That's still a hook. This is building because that's who you are. Jealousy aimed at you becomes unpaid advertising. Let it. Smile and keep making. Now the question you might be asking, what if nothing changes? It will. But here's the honest clause. Life always checks if you're serious. Not because the universe is cruel, but because consistency proves you're not trying a fad. When that first test comes, an old pattern calling your name, treat it like a retired storm. You see it. You nod. You choose the new action anyway. That single moment has more weight than 100 motivational quotes. That's when you become the person your future needs. I want you to feel the difference between fantasy and design. Fantasy tries to leap a mile in one day, and then collapses when the world doesn't clap. Design builds a stair and climbs it today. Tomorrow, another. Fantasy posts vision boards and forgets to send the email. Design sends the email before lunch. Fantasy begs the mirror to change. Design changes the face and then looks again. Here's a small contract between us for the days ahead. You do the 3-minute mornings. You remove one old commitment each week that keeps you small. You add one action each week that feeds the identity you're growing. You practice silence when baited. You transmute jealousy into a step within 24 hours. You run the nightly sentence, what I see outside is my inside saying. It's not a burden. It's a simple rhythm. Rhythm beats willpower. Before we close part 1, let's run a short live exercise. Sit up, feet on the ground, jaw unclenched. Look at one object in your room and name 5 facts about it out loud. It's black. It's smooth. It's on the table. It reflects light. It's warm. That pulls your mind into the present. Now lay a hand on your chest. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, out for 6. Do that twice. Now say quietly, I choose a cleaner signal. One more breath. I pick one step that matters. Name it. If your step takes 2 minutes, do it the moment this ends. If it takes longer, schedule it within the next 2 hours. Show your body you mean what you say. You may feel a lightness right now, or a steadiness. Both are good. That's your field rearranging. Don't chase that feeling. Revisit it tomorrow morning. Then move. Part 2 will take you into the mechanics, specific scripts to adjust identity, a practical routine for transmutation on bad days, how to hold your state in rooms that try to shake it, and the exact way to design a week so momentum keeps finding you. But for now, return to the basics that actually work. A clean signal, a single step, and a body that knows it is safe while you grow. Before you go, say this once, softly and simply. I move energy. I don't chase outcomes. Let that be the line that carries you through the doorway you've been knocking on for years. Because you're done begging. You're done proving. From here on, you broadcast and you build. All right, you said yes. Good. Now we move from aha to action. In part 1, you felt the switch, frequency first, mirror second, action that matches the new station. Part 2 is where we wire this into your nervous system, so it sticks on hard days, busy weeks, and noisy rooms. No fluff, just tools that you can run today. Let's start with the question under every goal. Who do I need to be so this result is normal for me? Not thrilling once, not lucky normal. That's identity. You don't force identity by yelling at yourself. You train it like a muscle, and you train it with scripts and evidence. Here's the identity script that quietly changes lives. It has 3 parts: name, proof, boundary. First, the name. 1 sentence, present tense, simple. I am a builder. I am a clear closer. I am a calm leader. Pick one for the next 7 days. Not 7 names. 1 name. Your system learns better from 1 flag than a parade. Second, the proof. 2 believable actions that match the name. For a builder, I make 45 minutes of real progress before noon, daily. I ship something small every day. For a closer, I ask directly for the decision. I send clean summaries within an hour. For a calm leader, I answer tough messages after 1 breath. I protect focus blocks like meetings. That's it. If you can't do it daily, shrink it until you can. Consistency beats drama. Third, the boundary. What you refuse. I don't argue in comments. I don't over-explain to people who already decided no. I don't take meetings without a clear purpose. Your boundary keeps your station clean. Say your name plus proof plus boundary out loud each morning. Then live it for 1 day. By day 4, it starts to feel like your default. Now let's handle emotional electricity, the charge that knocks people off track. The rule is simple. Feel it, name it, route it. When a surge hits jealousy, fear, anger, don't numb it. And don't build a story around it. Feel it in the body for 60 seconds. Name it without drama. That's jealousy. That's fear. That's anger. Then root it into something that builds your world. Here's a small menu. Jealousy, I want that. Root, Tuan Wessex specific question. Fear, I'm crossing a line I've called dangerous. Root, 10 slow breaths. Then the smallest visible step toward the line. Send the email. Click publish. Book the call. Celebrate the click, not the stadium. Anger, a boundary was crossed. Root. Write a 2-sentence boundary message you could actually send. If sending isn't wise, channel the heat into a workout or build sprint. Burn the fuel, not the bridge. Sadness, I lost something. Root, honest journaling for 10 minutes. Then a nurture action. Cook a clean meal, call a safe friend, or create a quiet plan for tomorrow morning's 45-minute block. You recover faster when you give your system care and a next step. You don't have to win the war in a day. You just need to stop losing energy to leaks. Every routed surge is watts saved and reinvested. Now, let's talk about rooms that try to bend your signal. Family dinners, office politics, group chats, client calls, the places where your old role is waiting with your old name tag. You need state anchors you can use anywhere. Anchor 1, spine and breath. Sit or stand tall, crown lifted like a thread is gently pulling it up, shoulders relaxed. Inhale through the nose for 4, hold for 2, exhale through the mouth for 6. Do that once before speaking when stakes feel high. You'll sound like a person who owns their time. Anchor 2, toe grip. Lightly press your big toes down inside your shoes. Sounds silly, works like a charm. It pulls attention into the body and out of spirals. While someone talks, hold that gentle pressure and listen. You'll catch nuance without getting sucked into their storm. Anchor 3, pocket line. Pick one line you can say anywhere that buys you time without drama. Let me think on that and circle back. I'll get you a clear answer this afternoon. I'm not available for that, but here's what I can do. You don't owe adrenaline with every reply. You owe clarity. Anchor 4, exit ritual. After a tough room, don't carry it home. 2 minutes of brisk walking outside, shaking out hands, and 3 long exhales. If outside isn't possible, stand in a bathroom stall and do the same. Reset the field. You'll keep your evening clean. Let's build your week that works a layout that bends toward wins without you micromanaging every second. Step 1. Block 3 focus windows on your calendar, 90 minutes each, early in the day if possible. Label them with a verb and a noun. Write script. Call leads. Design slides. During these windows, silence notifications, shut tabs, and set your phone in another room. You're not available. If someone asks, can you chat then? Say, booked? How's 3 p.m.? Protect these blocks like surgery. Miss one? Don't spend the day guilty. Rebook it immediately this week. Momentum cares that you return, not that you're perfect. Step 2, needle moves. At the start of the week, write 3 outcomes that, if finished, move life forward. Not tasks, outcomes. Draft the intro video. Send partnership pitch to 10 prospects. Publish landing page 1. Break each into 2 to 5 steps and place those steps inside your focus windows. If an item doesn't fit a window, it's not a priority, park it. Step 3, admin corrals. Create 2 45-minute corrals for emails, bills, scheduling, and small fires. Outside these, you're not playing ping pong with your life. People will adjust to your rhythm. If they don't, they weren't your people. Step 4, no trade zones. Pick 2 evenings that are off limits for low-quality scrolling and drama. Use them for deep rest, long walk, reading, stretching, or unhurried creation. Recovery is production. If you're always on, your signal turns to static. Step 5, Friday sweep. 20 minutes to review what shipped, what slipped, and what matters next week. Keep it factual, not emotional. Celebrate one win out loud. Name 1 fix for next week. Done. Now the part people avoid, money as a clean signal. You can keep saying, "I'll think abundant thoughts." Or you can add simple habits that tell your system you're a grown-up with money. Both matter. Here's a clean trio. Daily, 90-second money check without panic. Open your accounts, breathe, and say, "Information, not identity." Note one tiny improvement you can make today. Cancel a stray subscription. Send one invoice. Move $500 or $10 into a growth bucket. Log a purchase you'll stop repeating. Weekly, a 15-minute money meeting with yourself or your partner. 3 questions. What came in? Where did it go? What do I choose this week? End by moving a small, fixed amount into savings or investing, no matter how small. The ritual matters more than the size. You're teaching your body, money stays, money grows. Monthly, 1 hour to clean categories, set a target for the next month, and pick one lever to pull. Raise a price, add a product, pitch a client, trim a cost. You don't need to know everything about markets to start behaving like someone money respects. Let's give you 4 scripts that save hours of arguing and gallons of adrenaline. Script 1: boundary with kindness. Hey, I care about you and I want to give things the time they deserve. I'm not available for this conversation right now. Let's revisit on Thursday between 4:30, or send me what you need in writing. This moves the tug of war into your yard without throwing a match. Script 2: price pushback. I get where you're coming from. My price reflects the outcome and the time it saves you. If that range isn't possible right now, I can recommend a lighter version or a different timeline. You keep value, offer a bridge, don't shrink. Script 3: no to vague favors. That sounds important. What's the exact deliverable and deadline you have in mind? If it's within X and due by Y, I can do it. Otherwise, I'm not the right fit this week. Clarity removes guilt. Script 4: endless debates. I hear your view. I don't share it. I'm not interested in debating this. Let's switch topics. Short, clean, final. Now, the noisy topic. Hate and envy directed at you. You don't have to digest it. You also don't have to fight it. Convert it. Micro ritual. When you notice a barb, pause. Place a hand over your heart. Inhale once. Say in your mind, "Thank you for the signal." Exhale. Then root the energy into a build. Make a call, write a page, refine an offer, or train your body. 30 minutes max. You didn't feed the fire. You wired a lamp. Longer ritual. Once a week. Sit quietly for 3 minutes. Visualize that swirling mix of opinions about you as loose static in the air. On each inhale, picture that static turning into clean white light as it passes through a filter around you. On each exhale, imagine that light powering your top project. 3 minutes and you're done. You're not stealing from anyone. You're turning noise into focus. Let's handle procrastination, the quiet thief. Most procrastination is either fear disguised as "I'll start later," or chemistry, low sleep, poor food, zero movement, pretending to be a mindset problem. 2 fixes. Fear fix. Shrink the step until it feels a little silly. Open the doc and write the title. Dial the number and hang up after it rings once in a test call. Set a 7-minute timer and start. Momentum changes chemistry. Chemistry fix: water, sunlight, movement. A glass of water, 5 minutes in real light, and 20 bodyweight squats or a quick walk. The brain you're asking to work is a living organ. Treat it like one. You also need a failure protocol for when things go sideways, because they will. The goal is not to avoid falls. It's to bounce quickly without shattering your story. Failure protocol, 3 steps. Step 1: contain what actually happened. 1 paragraph, just facts. Step 2: extract. What part was in my control? Circle it. What will I try differently next time? Write one sentence. Step 3, return. What's the next tiny action? Do it within the hour if possible. If not, schedule it for tomorrow morning's focus window. That's it. No essay-length self-blame. No public confession. You're building, not flagellating. Let's reinforce the morning command from part 1 and extend it to midday reset and night closure. Morning command, 3 minutes, 1 real scene with warmth. 1 sentence identity, 1 needle step chosen and scheduled before noon. Midday reset, 90 seconds. Toe grip plus 1 breath plus 1 check-in question. Am I spending energy where there's a return? If no, switch. Night closure, 5 minutes. Write 3 lines: what shipped, what I learned, what I'll start with tomorrow. Then a 1-minute breath with hand over heart to tell your system we're safe. We rest. Sleep is a business partner. Treat it like one. Now a word on community. The people around you are amplifiers. You don't need to dump friends who are struggling. You need to curate who gets access to your decisions room. Share early drafts and doubts with people who protect your spark, not bury it under fear. 3 useful circles. Circle a builders ahead of you. You learn by proximity. Even digital proximity counts. Circle B peers who move. You trade notes, not excuses. Circle C new voices you can lift. Teaching locks in your identity. Just keep boundaries so you don't become everyone's unpaid therapist. Here's a quiet truth. Once you start living this way, you'll break patterns you've held for years. That can stir grief for the old you and the old bonds. Let it. Grief is love moving from what was to what serves now. Feel it, bless it, and keep walking. You might wonder how long before life looks different. Often sooner than you expect, because the moment you stop leaking energy, your moves start landing. But timing isn't your job. Rhythm is. Keep the rhythm, and the math takes care of itself. Before we close part 2, run this 7-minute lab right now if you can. Minute 1, write your name for the next 7 days. 1 line. Minute 2, write your 2 proof actions. Keep them small enough to execute under pressure. Minute 3, write 1 boundary you will actually keep. Minute 4, list 3 focus windows for the next weekdays and times. Minute 5, pick your 3 outcomes for this week. Translate each into 1 step and assign each to a focus window. Minute 6, choose your pocket line for tough rooms. Say it once. Minute 7, breathe in for 4, hold for 2, out for 6. Whisper, I move energy. I build. There. You just laid track for the coming days. Part 3 will take you into mastery level practices, designing magnet offers for money and career, speaking with clean power so rooms rearrange, converting public pressure into momentum, and building an anti-fragile identity that grows under stress. We'll also craft the 30-day sprint that stitches all of this into muscle memory. For tonight, keep it simple. 1 night closure. 1 clear tomorrow morning step already on your calendar. Then sleep like someone whose future is not a riddle, just a plan being lived. You're still here. Good. That means you've felt even the smallest proof that this isn't theory, it's mechanics. Part 1 flipped the switch. Part 2 wired the system. Part 3 is about momentum, making this rhythm so real that by day 30, your habits move before your doubts can even speak. The 30-day contract. No guru, no audience, just you and a calendar. Every day for the next 30 days, you'll complete 4 micro rituals. Morning command, 3 min, see it, feel it. Claim it. 1 needle move, 90 min, the single act that builds tomorrow's proof. Midday reset, 90 sec, breath plus question, am I leaking or building? Night closure, 5 min. Record one win, one lesson, one plan. That's roughly 100 minutes of deliberate energy inside 440 minutes of a day, less than 7%. But that 7% bends the other 93%. Tape the words somewhere visible. I move energy. I build. The physics of words. You speak, reality listens. Most people narrate their life like a complaint log. I'm so tired. Nothing ever works. People never change. Each sentence is a programming line. Replace narration with command. I'm restoring energy. Things are lining up. People reveal who they are early, and that helps me choose. Keep a running list of phrases that feel clean when you say them. When you find one that calms your body and sharpens your focus, that's a keeper. Say it in traffic, queues, gyms, and meetings. The repetition isn't superstition. It's retuning your internal frequency language. Building magnet offers. Energy isn't only meditation, it's commerce. Whether you sell a service, art, or expertise, money arrives when your offer carries clarity and calm. Step 1. Simplify the promise. One sentence, present tense. I help small clinics double patient flow without extra ads. I design visuals that stop scrolling within 2 seconds. Step 2. Add proof. 3 short facts. Past result, unique angle, and time frame. No long sales pages. Confidence speaks in compression. Step 3. Invite. Don't beg. Replace "please hire me" with "if this fits, let's schedule a quick check-in." Energetically, that's the difference between chasing and magnetizing. Clients feel it instantly. Run one experiment a week. Adjust wording, tone, or medium. Watch which version feels lighter and lands faster. That's resonance in business form. Speaking power in rooms. When you talk, your body broadcasts before words arrive. Keep these 3 physical cues. Still eyes. Look. Pause, then speak. Movement shows anxiety. Stillness shows certainty. Grounded feet. Slight bend in knees. Weight on balls of feet. You'll sound anchored. Lower start. Begin sentences 1 note lower than your normal pitch. It calms listeners and your nervous system together. Before key calls, exhale fully. Then smile, not for show, but to signal safety to your own body. Safe people sound powerful, turning public pressure into fuel. Criticism, gossip, doubt-free energy if routed. Create a pressure folder. Every negative comment, rejection email, or discouraging message goes there. Once a week, open it for 5 minutes. Feel the sting. Then write one sentence that converts it. This means I'm visible. This means my reach grew. Close the folder and work for 30 minutes. That transmutation session can double productivity because you've turned static into charge. Anti-fragile identity. Fragile identity breaks when things go wrong. Anti-fragile identity expands under stress. You build it by finishing small promises repeatedly. That's it. Start a mini-series of completions. 7 straight days of early wake-ups. 10 cold approach calls. 14 consecutive workouts. 21 nights of journaling. Every tick on that streak board teaches your brain, I keep my word. That belief is armor. By week 4, when life throws chaos, you won't collapse. You'll adapt. Emotional circuit breaker. When panic hits, use the 4-4 rule. 4 steps away from the trigger. 4 slow breaths. 4 clear words. I choose calm now. Repeat twice. You just interrupted an old chemical loop and built a new neural path in 30 seconds. That's biology, not mysticism. Quantum Sprint Planner, 30 days, week 1 stability. Focus, sleep plus morning routine. Goal, show up. Mantra, discipline is safety. Week 2, creation. Focus, output, not outcomes. Goal: finish 3 tangible pieces of work. Mantra: done beats perfect. Week 3, visibility. Focus, share, pitch, connect. Goal: 2 public posts or outreach attempts daily. Mantra: silence hides gifts. Week 4, expansion. Focus, delegation, or scaling. Goal: hand off 1 task, plan next 30 days. Mantra: I trust momentum. Mark completion with a small reward: coffee on a terrace, new book, solo movie night. Celebration anchors consistency. The law of return. Whatever you stabilize multiplies. Keep your morning stable and watch income stabilize. Keep your relationship stable and watch peace stabilize. Keep your focus stable and watch results compound. Life doesn't reward chaos, it mirrors it. When frustration rises, don't demand new miracles. Check stability first: sleep, food, breath, schedule. Fix those and miracles resume naturally. Your final switch. There's a quiet moment that separates reactors from creators. It's the half second after something upsets you before you speak. In that half second lives freedom. Use it. Breathe once. Ask, do I want to feed this? If not, stay silent. Smile slightly, move on. Every time you choose that silence, your field tightens, your authority grows, and life bends closer to your will. The daily oath. Say it tomorrow morning, calm voice, eyes open. Today I move energy. I choose 1 step that matters. I use every emotion as power. I leave explanations to the past. I command my day. Then go prove it once, just once before noon. You'll feel the field shift. That's reality responding, not because you begged, but because you finally matched its language. You began this journey chasing explanations. You finish it giving commands. Every law you've learned: vibration, reflection, resonance, transmutation, polarity, correspondence, sovereignty now lives in your nervous system. From here on, treat your emotions like electricity, your attention like currency, and your word like code. Do that, and in 30 days the world around you won't just look different. It will behave different. No applause, no lightning bolts. Just quieter mornings, cleaner winds, faster recoveries, and people asking, what changed about you? You'll smile because you'll know. You stopped chasing reality. You started commanding it. Now, write your name for this next chapter. Take 1 breath and step into your own field. The laws are already listening.